All right, coming to you live. Hot. 10 a.m. day, April 7th. Yesterday, we had some time to kill. The kid needs to get his tonsils removed, and so we went to the hospital over here to get a consultation, and the doctor that we needed to talk to didn't come in till 1. So our fault. We didn't call ahead to find out what the scoop was. So we had some time to kill from 10 to 1. So what did we do with a 11-year-old kid and some time to kill? We went to the mall and got him some jeans, and then we went car shopping. Because what does an 11-year-old boy want to do more than anything? Stare at cars. So we've done that several times. So yesterday we went to Geely, and we went to this other one that I never heard of called SERES, Ceres. And Ceres is like I said, I've never seen these cars on the road, don't know anything about the brand. They're China, but this one is a E5 electric, and that's 1 million pesos for this electric car. And I don't remember the stats. Let me see. As far as how far it'll go on full charge, and I don't know if it says driving range here. I don't know. Battery range, 87. I don't know what 87 is. Battery capacity, 17.5. That can't be right. Oh, it's a plug-in hybrid. The one we looked at was full electric, wasn't plug-in hybrid. So anyways, I got the brochure for the plug-in hybrid. But that Ceres, the dealership, was nice. The guy was nice, but they had cars from 2024. So this brand cannot move cars. I'm not buying a brand new car that's from 2024 and hoping and expecting to get any kind of service, warranty, any kind of other stuff from that, because they're not selling cars. So I don't think they're going to be a success here. But the next one we went to was from Geely, and I've been wanting to look at their vehicles. Geely is a big car company in China that has bought Lotus, they bought Polestar, and they bought Volvo. And they bought the Volvo many years ago. So I'm thinking that they bought a lot of knowledge with that purchase of Volvo, especially. And their cars seem pretty good. This Cool Ray, you'll see this car worldwide. This Cool Ray is a popular model. I saw that in Qatar and Kuwait both. They sold a lot of these. They're just cheap, basic SUV, pretty small. These other ones I don't really know anything about. But the EX5 is what I was interested in. They just launched this EX5 in the Philippines. This is a plug-in hybrid. It's 100 kilometer range on the battery, and then unlimited range, of course, on the electric or on the gas engine. And with things being the way they are right now, I just paid over $9 a gallon for diesel for my car. I put in $40 and got half a tank, so that's nice. But things going the way they are right now, these are looking tempting. Now listen, I'm not saying go buy one of these. I don't know nothing about these. All I know is I looked at the car and it looked really nice. It looks like a Porsche Macan. It looks really nice in person, and you can see these numbers and pause the screen and look at these numbers. But these are not really relevant for the foreigner because they're not going to finance you. So you look at the price, and then you look at the discount for paying cash. And they didn't have any in stock. They had one for test drives only, and it was the maxed out model, the Max right here, for 1,468, and they have a 85,000 discount for cash, so it's 50,000, and then minus some other discounts for reserving it. Since they don't have it in stock, you got to reserve it. So you'll reserve it and be a month or two before it comes in, I would assume. But this thing, we drove it, and it was nice to sit in, but super impressive. The only thing I didn't really like about it was the steering wheel was kind of square. Not like a yoke, but it wasn't like fully round. That's kind of weird. But for just under $23,000 US, you can get the max. By the time you do the discount, I did the conversion, and it's just under 23,000 US dollars. You can get this max. It's got air conditioned seats, full panoramic roof, memory seats, 360 camera. I already told you the plug-in hybrid with 100 kilometer range. So for most of you driving in the Philippines, unless you're on a road trip, 100 kilometers is enough. You're not driving that far here. So for me, on solar, I'm going to be driving on electric if I were to buy this. Now, I'm not saying I'm buying it. I'm not going to buy it, probably. But when you go to the Toyota dealership, you get a sheet like this also with all their models. And for 1.3 something after discount, you ain't buying nothing in there. You're buying a Vios tiny car. You're buying a pile of shit, whatever. The Toyotas, the small Toyotas, they're made by Daihatsu. So the small Toyotas, like the anything smaller than a Corolla, so the Vios and Yaris and the other cars, those are made by Daihatsu. You're not even buying a Toyota. So keep that in mind. And when they paint them, they don't paint the inside of the engine compartment. They don't paint the underside of the hood. I mean, you're getting super cost cutting. Okay, you're not getting a real car. But this one, wow, leather seats, air conditioned seats, big back seat, DC fast charging, which I would argue don't really need for a plug-in hybrid, but it's got it. You could DC fast charge it if you wanted to. Super impressive, and you get a lot for your money. And also, they've got their own engine that they've come up with for this plug-in hybrid, and it's actually got the record right now for the most efficient gas engine. I think it's a 1.5 liter gas engine, and it's like 45 or 48% efficient as far as waste heat. So the Prius a few years ago was touting that with a big deal, like, oh, well, our gas engine is like 38% efficient on heat, waste heat. Well, this thing is like beats that. It beats the Toyota engine as far as waste heat and converting your gasoline into power. So that's pretty impressive, and you got to hand it to the Chinese now. They're not only making cheap, competitive vehicles, but they're innovating now. They're innovating, and they're coming up with their own stuff. So this is a lithium iron phosphate battery. You can charge it to 100%, take it down to 0%, no problems. It can handle thousands and thousands of charges. So this is a pretty interesting vehicle for the price. Really interesting. Now, I'm not saying you can get repair parts. I'm not saying that you can get good service. I'm not saying any of that stuff. Now, when we were in there, we saw the service bay. There wasn't a single car being worked on. Now, maybe their cars don't ever break, but also maybe their technicians are all got fired or on vacation. But their service bay was empty. Didn't have any cars getting worked on. So maybe these cars are super good and never break. But all the allocation that they had for this one was already sold out, and they were waiting on their next allocation to come in. So super impressive car. I might consider buying one. But so we're kind of looking at the option of doing nothing, which is obviously the cheapest thing to do, which is the number one choice, or B, sell the Innova and take that money and help put it down on a down payment on this thing, or 3, bam, get mama one of these. Look at this son of a bitch right here. This is 488,000 pesos, which is well under $10,000. And you might say, well, that's probably a good price for that because you couldn't pay me $10,000 to drive it. And there's better colors than this. Let's see what the colors they have. On the back is the colors. Not even mama would get caught dead in the pink one of this. But it's just 4 wheels, air conditioning, and a big battery. And when I say big, I don't mean big. It's small. It's a small battery. Let me see if I can show you where the battery is. Maximum power, I don't know. Oh, maximum speed 100 kilometers an hour. So that's under 60 miles an hour. It's got 4 seats, but good luck. Oh, the battery kilowatt hours is 13.9 only. So the range on this is, I don't know, that's going to be well under 100 kilometers, I would think. I can't find it now that we're looking at it. But the range is not good. The back seat is tough. So I don't think we'd be doing that, but it is interesting to consider. This is the perfect second vehicle right here. You're just taking it around town, going to the shopping, getting some groceries or whatever. You don't have much of a trunk, but you lay down the back seat and you got a trunk. So that could be interesting. But like I said, the cheapest thing for us, even at $9 a gallon gas, is to do nothing and just keep driving this. So this EX5 EM-I is super impressive. And it's a good thing that these cars are not being shipped to the US because they would dominate. $23,000 for a plug-in hybrid with panoramic sunroof, power seats, memory seats, big ass screen, all the bells and whistles that go along with that. Yeah, that would take over. So there you go. That's what we're doing. See ya.